Hi, it's Jim with Scraptastic Yarns, and today is Tuesday, and yesterday was hotter than blazes, and today is supposed to be even hotter. I had the little Arctic chill fan on in here because it's hot already. It's like 87 some degrees right now, and it's barely 10:20. Okay, I have no finished objects. I will show you, I am working on another of the bush tracker beanies, and this is done in puzzle yarn premieres backgammon. It is almost finished. I have to finish this row and then I start the decreases, and hopefully it'll fit the person it's intended to fit for. He's gonna have to try it on. That's all I gotta say. So I went to Hobby Lobby, but I had to get a few things, and there were quite a few things I needed to get. But while I was there, for the past month, I have been looking for this in the green turquoise red colorway. You know, I'd gotten the one skein, and I needed two more to do the project I want to do, and they finally had it in, so I was able to get that. But then while I was walking around, I found this. Now, I don't know what it is. It almost feels like a Vanna White, a Vanna's Choice, but I don't know if it is. But it had a little price tag on it, no label, little price tag on it, 25 cents. Do you think I'm going to pass up 25-cent skein of yarn? Make probably a couple of hats or so? Of course not. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get it. So, I needed to get some fabric because I have a special project that I am going to be making for our pastor. And she doesn't know it. Let's hope she doesn't see this. Purple is one of her colors. So, got that pretty little flower. And then that lovely little design. And of course, this week fabric was 30% off. So, got some zebras. That's such a cute fabric. Now, I don't know what I'm going to get to go with it, but I'll find something. They had their Christmas fabrics out, and they also had some of the fall lines out. And, you know, I love these trucks. These are blue and white trucks. And, they're in their little fall scenes with the pumpkins and whatnot. So, I did get that. Got just a basic orange. Not necessarily go with this one, but to go with something else that I have that I'm doing. And then our Walmart had some fabric. This was a markdown because there was no label on it, but I know what this is. This is Emma and Mia with the stars. Normally it's like $4.97. This was marked down to $3, so I just picked it up while I was in there today. And then they had some adorable home deck fabric that has cactuses, and those will be made into some larger totes at a later date. And then for the shop, I have one more of the balloon, and then we have Uncle Sam's hat. Neither one of these have notions pouches, but then I have 3 of the crochet knitters in the red with the blue, and then they have notion pouches, and those are all up on the shop today. Well, they were up yesterday. So that is it for a shop update. As far as the prayer shawl ministry, Lynn, and I'm going to say Comex, but I think it's probably French. Comu is probably the way that it's pronounced, but I'm not positive. Lynn sent a donation, and here is that donation. Hi guys, I'm at the church. We're going to work on sorting through some yarn we got, but we got a package from Wynn, and I'm going to say Comex, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be French, like Como, so I'm not positive. So Lynn, thank you very much for your donation. She sent, oh, these are pretty. The Hirschner's worsted weight yarn in that lovely pink color. And they don't have a name, it just has a color. Oh, Peony. Yeah, I'm holding it with my hand. So there are 3 of those. And, oh, I love this yarn. In sun gold. And there are 3 of those. You have no idea how much I love this yarn. And then she also sent 3 of the Gold Mine in the Lion Brand. Oh, is it Lion Brands? Yeah, basic. So thank you, Lynn, so much for that. And there is a little card. I'm going to read it. Here's the card. And yes, Lynn, we definitely can use these in the prayer shawl ministry. We have a system that if there's anything we cannot use, we have another group that lots of times will use it. And so generally we pass that on. The worsted weight, we use that all the time. You know, some of the girls don't like working with the fluffy hair yarn, the hairy yarn. But we do have one lady that is from India, and she does enjoy working with those and putting them on the trims of blankets and shawls and baby sweaters. So lots of times when she sees that, she'll grab those. So once again, thank you, Lynn, so much for your donation. And I will tell you, it is amazing when you put the word out. That's what I walked into today. 2 bags sitting outside the back of the church. No note. We don't know who it came from, but we're very thankful. So yeah, we'll put this to good use, and hopefully you'll see a lot of projects. I did have someone ask me to show the items that we get with Prayer Shawl Ministry. And I will tell you, I can take pictures of the main, pile of things. However, when they are being shown, the ladies, if they have brought lunch or we have served lunch, are eating lunch while we're showing them. And I am doing announcements. I am actually reading the thank you cards and all the well wishes and all those kind of things, and updating them on the funds we have available, those kind of things. So I can't be filming at the same time, and I have asked to set up a camera so that it can be filmed. And you know what? A lot of people don't want to be on camera, so I understand that. But yeah, thank you, Lynn, so much for this. This will go very far in keeping not only people warm and giving them a comforting hug, but it also keeps our ladies feeling like they're contributing to their community. A lot of our ladies are on fixed incomes, so cannot afford to go out and buy yarn. So that is why the Prayer Shawl Ministry tries to provide yarn every month for them to take home and make such beautiful items. All right, guys, I'll see you again soon. Bye. It's going to be a fairly short one today, guys. Monday afternoon, we were at the church for about 4 hours sorting through yarn, and I'll put a video up here of the donations that we sorted through yesterday afternoon here. Alright, Jerry and I are here at the church, and we are sorting the yarn donations that came in this weekend. And as you can see, there's quite a bit. Ignore the stuff in the back. Somebody at the Salivating Army is supposed to come get it. But that's it for this much. We'll be putting it back. You may see it soon or not. Not sure when we'll put it out, because we do already have quite a bit of yarn ready to go out. This may go out in August. Alright guys, see you guys on July the 7th for prayer shawl meeting. And we still have in the back storage room, we still have old Bibles and hymnals to go through. We were trying to find possibly a mission who could use the books, but doesn't look too promising right now, although we have our feelers out to see if there's any missions that want to use them. We had one of our choir directors say, well, you know, most churches put the words up on the screen. Nowadays, you know, they've done away with their hymnals. And I'm thinking, yeah, but you know, a lot of missions go to very poor countries, and they can use those, you know, physical Bibles, physical hymnals. So we're hoping that we do find a home for it, because our task, not only between sorting yarn and that kind of thing, getting it out for the prayer shawl, is also to clean up that storage room and to find a place for those Bibles and those hymnals so that we can have a little more storage area for yarn. The back room is used by Al-Anon as well. And before Al-Anon was meeting again, because, you know, with COVID, they had stopped meeting, but it was really, they really needed to be meeting. And with that, we kind of overtook the room, and we would leave things out there on the table, but we have to have the table cleared for them each night, you know, each Wednesday night, so that they can get in there and have their meeting. And that's fine. You know, we all know that kind of thing happens, and we have to, but we also have been looking towards getting a system going that is a little clearer. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Jerry and I know that we're working at the church quite often, so we will take sodas or drinks in and leave them in the refrigerator. Past couple of times those have been missing, so we're not sure who's taking those, what's going on. But you know, we had this garage sale or yard sale, whatever you want to call it, but one of the things that was donated was a treadmill that works perfectly fine, and it's been sitting in the social room. And Sunday afternoon, Jerry and I were the last ones out, locked the doors. Treadmill was still there. We got there yesterday morning and the treadmill is gone. Nobody knows where the treadmill has gone. So we find that rather interesting. Not sure how they're getting things in and out of the church without anybody knowing about it, because we do have someone that kind of watches the church, and so just find it funny, you know, those things just disappear. Now, I did want to talk about something I have many times purchased amigurumi from Amigurumi Today. And this past weekend, I found a pattern I wanted to do. It was a doll pattern. Because the hair is crocheted on. It's not anything that you have to, you know, wrap the yarn around knitting needles, put in the oven, you know, to get it to curl, that kind of thing. It's crocheted hair. I went to pay for it, and I keep getting this message. This is against government policies to purchase this or something. And I'm like, when did that happen? Because I've always been able to purchase freely from them. So apparently our government now is restricting us from purchasing items from other countries. Elections have consequences. So, anyway, I did forget, I also got some other things at Hobby Lobby. And, you know, they had their jewelry. Picked up a couple of these little hearts to make stitch markers or zipper pulls. I have used these for zipper pulls as well in the past because they're actually very, very pretty and dainty looking on the zippers for the larger patterns that I do. And then they also had this, and I just love that. This here is actually the leather that is stamped and then put into the medallion. And I have someone who has ordered a sunflower concealed carry handbag, and so I plan on using that on there. I think it'll look real nice where the zipper pull is for that. So a lot of things going on. Trying to get caught up on all my patterns. There are a couple that I wanted to really work on and have not had an opportunity to work on those patterns. And these are patterns that I was working to get out. There is the cowl that we started long before COVID that I would like to finish up because it was a crocheted top and a knitted top. So I am working on those to get them finished and then get a written pattern out for the folks, for you guys to have. I probably won't film the rest of it just because it's been so long and I'll have to figure out where I'm at. We'll see. You know, I may go back and forth between that. I have a new pattern that I want to try for project bags that is more like a craft bag type thing. So I am working on that this week. I don't know if I'll get any more bags up this week, but I'm kind of hoping I do. I did want to give you an update on the knit crate. Got a message saying that they've asked their warehouse to send me April's sock crate. I don't know if that'll come or not. And of course, you know, we're still waiting on June's knit crates. So, yeah, that's kind of where that's at. For right now, I am looking for another subscription box because they don't have their stuff together right now, knit crate. So I don't know if I can continue to use them when they take the money first thing out each month and then I have to wait 6 to 8 weeks to get it. I mean, you know, that's just horrendous. I did also get, where is it? Oh, I'm gonna have to go get it. Hang on. Okay, I had to go grab it because apparently it was packed away somewhere. Actually, it just fell off the table. I couldn't find it. I did get this month's crochet kit, and These are the yarns that came this month. And I will be honest with you, I am 2 months behind. So I have to catch up on that. And this is the Plumberry Afghan that we're doing. And these are rows 22 through 24. So I also have 18 through 22, I think, or 20 through 22 to catch up on. So yeah, I'm hoping to be able to do that sometime this week too. Got a lot on my plate. However, I do have a lot of things that I am saying no to. Projects, those kind of things that people have asked me to do. So I'm saying no to those so I can catch up on some things. What is the other thing? I was going to tell you something and I forgot it. Oh, everybody has been showing their crochet whip slide. That'll be coming. And it's going to scare you. I'm just going to tell you that. It's not a pretty sight. Let me put it this way. It all sits in front of our front door. So if I want to go out our front door, I have to move everything, put in my chair so I can go out the front door. And then in order for me to sit back in my chair, I have to put everything back onto the floor in front of the chair. And yeah, it's a scary prospect. That's all I'm saying. Alright, are you ready for a what in tarnation? There are only a couple of stories this time. And the first one is about a Baton Rouge family that woke up to find $50 billion in their account, checking account. Wouldn't that be a nice thing to own for a couple of days? Baton Rouge family surprised by $50 billion mistaken deposit. A Baton Rouge family was surprised to find $50 billion mistakenly deposited to their account. Darren James found out about the $50 billion deposit through his wife, who frantically called him and told him to sit down before showing it to him. Local news station BR Proud reported, "It was just crazy to see what it looks like because I've never seen that many zeros in my life," James told BR Proud. "I wasn't going to keep it. The thing that was most baffling was we didn't even know where it came from. We don't know anybody with that kind of money. And how many of us do?" James called the bank immediately to report the mistaken deposit and find out what had happened, according to Newsweek. The family took screenshots to remember the once-in-a-lifetime error, and the bank reversed the mistake within 4 days, according to BR Proud. The family were just in awe of being recipients of a mistaken bank deposits, but recipients of bank deposits that are mistaken are not allowed to keep the money. BR Proud and Newsweek reported banks usually spot the error and reverse the transaction, and those who spend the money may find criminal charges for theft of property lost by mistake. So if you ever find a mistaken deposit in your checking account, savings account, don't go spend it, because you are liable for it. Man climbs a tree to rescue cat. Fire crew rescues both. A man tried to rescue a cat that had climbed a tree, and then fire crews in Tulsa, Oklahoma had to rescue both of them. Its owner was so concerned for the feline that he climbed up to attempt to rescue, the Tulsa Fire Department noted in a post on Facebook. Unfortunately, they both found themselves in a dangerous predicament, high above the ground, unable to get down safely. Captain Alan Hancock and his Engine 27A platoon responded to the scene, according to the Post. After assessing the situation, they requested Captain Jack Inbody and the Ladder 27 crew to use their aerial device. Acting FEO Brett Allen positioned the aerial so firefighter James Brooks could ascend and perform this rescue safely, the Post read. Now, when you go to this Facebook page with the link, you will have to scroll down to find it. I could not get a direct link to the story, so just scroll down through the things. This next one is a great story. It really is. But I can imagine how if some were on the golf course and did not realize what was going on, they might be a little shocked. Man builds drivable Navy destroyer on golf cart. Greg Machack, I think that's how you pronounce it, built a drivable Navy destroyer on a golf cart for a Braidwood, Illinois charity event. ABC 7 Chicago reported the Navy ship, modeled after the USS Hollister, was built for a golf cart competition, which is part of an annual charity they do every year for local food pantries in the town of Chicago's south suburbs. According to the Chicago news station, Machack, who won first place last year for a pirate ship he built on a golf cart, said he built the destroyer to honor his uncle Joe Versilati, age 91, the real-life USS Hollister's chief engineer. Versilati spoke in a news station's report through a video call. I think it's a tremendous idea of honoring a ship which served honorably, Versilati said. Machack said he would drive the golf cart to any nearby parade. And it's an amazing golf cart. Now, I believe this has already happened, but it's a great story either way. And I hope those of you that were in Massachusetts near this bar had an opportunity to do it. Massachusetts bars accepting Monopoly money for 2 hours. Massachusetts bar announced it will accept Monopoly money as currency for 2 hours as part of its bid to be included in a localized version of the game Monopoly. Ralph's Tavern in Worcester said customers who visit the business from 4 to 6 p.m. Wednesday can use Monopoly money to pay the $5 cover charge, and the play money will also be accepted for hot dogs, non-alcoholic Jell-O shots, and tickets for a raffle. The bar's owner said state laws bar the business from accepting Monopoly money for alcoholic beverages, so legal tender will still be required for drinks during Wednesday's event. Ralph's, which bills itself as the oldest tavern in Worcester, is campaigning to be included in a localized Worcester version of Monopoly. Words are hard today. Which is being produced by Top Trumps USA, the company licensed by Hasbro to produce localized Monopoly games. And isn't that a cool thing to do? So that's it for today's. I'll see you again soon. And everybody, be kind to one another. Love one another.